Honestly, I feel like that was finally a perfect execution.
Yo, that's it, man. Sometimes, you just get nicer with some time, bro.
Yeah,
with some time.
You gotta fuck up a couple times.
A couple times. Got to fuck up a couple hundred times. That's my life, is a series of fuck ups that I just learned from.
What's that rule that if you do something for like, what is it, 1,000 hours?
10,000.
10,000 hours. Do you become an expert or are you proficient?
It's, that theory comes from a book called The Outliers. It's a book that's a concept that's big in it. My girl actually bought me that book and I never read it, but I researched a lot about the book rather than reading it like an idiot. But that's one of the things that they touch on is the 10,000 hour rule. So it's like anything you commit 10,000 hours to, you should become insanely proficient at it and, almost masterful. That's the idea.
You must not you, but specifically, but people must fuck up a lot during those 10,000 hours. That's
the whole point. Is you have to get all those fuck ups out. I mean, if you think about it, 10,000 hours. I mean, I wonder, is that like how
many hours do you put in 40 hours a week at 52 week? How many hours are people giving to their jobs?
At a job, a lot.
A year,
a lot.
So it's 40 times 52. What's that? 4 times 5.
All right, so you're talking about 2,080 hours a year?
Yeah. So what's that? Like, do the math.
So 5 years would be 10,400 hours.
Yeah, 5 years.
So, all right, about 5 years of 40-hour work week. That makes sense. I'd say that's...
Fuck!
Yeah, no, it's a long time, man. That's like, I mean, if you're thinking about it, probably the average black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu takes about 10 years. So, I'm sure that there's somewhere close to 10,000 hours in that time frame. Yeah. I mean, maybe not even close, I'm sure.
10 years. Yeah, do 1,000 hours a year. Maybe
1,000 hours a year. That's a lot of training though.
That's a lot.
But given it's where maybe you're not talking mat time. Maybe we could talk about reviewing technique or, just somehow
in the atmosphere of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
In the jiu-jitsu state of mind.
Because I mean, med school is,
you're definitely doing 10. You're definitely doing 10,000 hours. You're doing more than that.
You think so?
100% with schooling and like post schooling shit.
Yeah, like rotating and stuff. I'm thinking,
and not only that, but you're studying too. So if you think about it, when I was in college, they used to tell us
studying.
Yeah, they used to tell us how. I think you're supposed to spend double the amount of time at home
that you do in the classroom.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I never did that, but I'm just saying that's what they say you're supposed to do. That's what we say. That's what they're recommending. So, yeah, doctors are definitely doing 10,000 hours. No doubt.
I guess you're right. 10,000 hours of, including studying and stuff like that, and around there. I mean. 4 years undergrad, 4 years med school.
And when you're done, you're still just practicing medicine. You ain't even got that shit down. You got it down pretty good, but...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, really, the 10,000 hours, you probably hit that a few years after working. I would imagine.
Yeah. Dude, you do that in your residency.
Yeah. Probably hit 10,000 just before or at residency. That makes sense. Yeah, so, 10,000 hours, I think it's such a large number that really that's so much time that of fucking course you become good at something spending 10,000 hours doing it. I mean, that's like saying you'll definitely lose weight if you run 10,000 miles. Like, yeah.
If you just stay in a calorie deficit, I got a trick for you. You stay in a calorie deficit every day and I guarantee you, I promise, I give you my word.
Yeah. After 10,000 days of doing it, you'll be thinner.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course. I mean, it's, but again, I think that's just really not really so much the time that they drive home with that. I think it's more so the dedication. Like
it's also, it gives you something to strive for. Mm-hmm. I would love to be.
It quantifies when you become a master.
Yeah. Like, I would love to be a pianist.
Yeah. If you want to be a pianist, 10,000 hours.
I would love to learn how to play piano. I got sucked into a vortex where there was a kid and he was going on Omegle. You know what Omegle is?
A what?
Omegle? No. It's this website.
So you said La Mega? I was like, yeah, La Mega se pega, papi. I'm like, I know what that is.
No, Omegle is similar to like chat roulette. It's like these websites where you go and you put on like a video chat and a random person comes.
Okay.
And there's like the safe section and there's like the not safe for work section. And if you go through the not safe for work section, you will enter a never ending sea of dicks. It's unbelievable how many dudes are on here just not showing their face, wieners out, full erect. Really, like, it's disgusting, honestly.
Ew. Why is this?
We used to when I was super
where did this
young.
come from? What were you going on about a person playing piano?
So there's a kid. I didn't see him on Omegle because I'm not a pervert. I seen him on YouTube, and he was posting videos from Omegle. And what he would do is he would get a random video, and it would be somebody like you, and he would say, "Hey, I'm doing like piano requests. I'll play any song you say,
Like they do on Twitch.
any song." And he says, "And if I don't know the song, I would just listen to it quickly, and I'll know how to play it from just listening to it."
Okay.
And these people would throw songs. This little motherfucker was a savage on the piano. Bro.
How old was he?
He was like, first of all, he was he's like a 12-year-old little Asian kid.
So this was on the...
Not even 12, younger than 12.
All right. So it was like a challenge. Like if I don't know the song,
Well, if he doesn't know the song, he just, like, you tell him.
I'll look it up and I'll play it from like ear. Play it by ear.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. That's
So I want you to play Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. And he goes, you cute little kid.
You told him that?
No, I never seen that. Someone tell him that. And then he'll be like, I don't know that song. And then he'll just look it up on his phone, and he puts the phone to his ear, and he's like, okay, all right. And he puts it down, and he just
starts playing.
He just starts playing that shit.
Damn, that's gangster.
Yeah.
That's skills, bro. That's skills. And that's also...
That kid's got more than 10,000 hours.
Yeah, he probably does have 10,000 hours. And at that age, this is why kids become so proficient by the time they become adults when they start something early. Because you have no responsibilities at that time. So you can hit 10,000 hours in a couple years. You know, because you don't have to go to work. You know, like this is why...
Oh, my God.
Imagine if you started doing something, Matt.
How many days is 10,000 hours?
Like in terms of 24-hour period or like waking hours, like 12 hours?
No. In terms of 24 hours. Because, fuck, this is going to be embarrassing, but I might have 10,000 hours in World of Warcraft.
You said how many years?
How many days?
How many days?
Let's see.
416.
No. I don't have 10,000 hours of World of Warcraft. Well, I'm not terribly far.
I'm glad you don't.
I haven't played it in years, but I'm not terribly far. I definitely have 10,000 hours playing video games, though. Undoubtable. I got like 20 something days on Call of Duty played. 20 something days, 20 something, you know, that's a good amount of hours.
20 something. I mean, that's all right. I mean, that's not a crazy number. I mean, that's a healthy number. I mean, when somebody...
Oh, World of Warcraft, I have like 100 plus.
If somebody...
that's
over
plus.
A long time.
It was over years. I played from... You're not going to understand this reference, but for everybody watching, I played pre-BC, pre-Burning Crusade. So the way World of Warcraft works, it works off expansions. And like an expansion pack will come out and there'll be content that comes out there. You play through that content. And then by the time, if you're an elite player, by the time you get to the end... if you're a decent player, by the time you get to the end, the next expansion is ready to come out.
So it becomes...
It's never ending.
So it's like... so they update the game in real time and then you access it.
Yeah. You're never over. It's never over.
So it's still going? People still play that game?
Are you kidding me? Yeah. You know what else people are still playing?
What?
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. See, I never got into Pokemon Go, but I definitely almost ran over a bunch of teenagers.
Oh, dude.
And grown adults.
Pokemon Go is something else. Yeah. I recently... See, my family, believe it or not, never stopped playing. They've been playing since it came out. My family's been playing since 2016.
That game's been out that long?
Yeah.
That's when it first dropped, when people were walking into traffic and shit, trying to catch a fucking Squirtle?
Yep.
Damn.
That's when it first dropped, 2016. So my family's been playing since 2016. And the other day we were at IHOP and my sisters are playing and my mom's playing. And I knew my mom was a savage at Pokemon Go. She works in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Manhattan's a hot area. And I'm like, wow, these guys, like, they're so far. Like, they're so progressed in the game. And I got back on my account. I started playing again.
Damn, son. How you doing, though?
I'm not as far as my mom. I'll tell you one thing, though. it gives you for me.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate going to my mom's. I don't hate being at my family's house.
Yeah.
But I grew up there.
For sure. There's a reason you moved out. And you're reminded of it when you go back home for a
Yeah, not really. I don't want to say that, but you know what I'm saying.
That's what, I feel the same way. I love my parents. I love them to death. But like when I go and I visit them, and sometimes I'm like, I love the shit out of them, but it's like, thank God, like I can leave.
Yeah, 100%.
But I go there and I have to do chores.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but
what the fuck?
Now we're Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out, playing video games, which is my favorite thing to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a good pastime, and now you guys share that.
Families that catch together stay together. From that, I want to segue. Speaking of games, Cyberpunk 2077 came out today.
Talk to me about it, man. You need to put me on, because I think I might start getting involved in a video game.
Yeah,
in the video game world.
So it's first of all, this game's people have had it pre-ordered. I don't want to say 2016 because the numbers are just in my head about Pokemon Go, but people have been having this game pre-ordered for years.
So is this a PC game, or is this a PC and like a PS5 game?
It's PC and console.
Are they all the same now?
They're not. No, there's PlayStation exclusives. Like Spider-Man, I think the last Spider-Man was a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay.
Xbox has like Halo.
So it's not really a computing ability of the system versus a computer. It's more so a licensing thing.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Of course, the computer's capable of processing that Spider-Man game, but PS5 has an exclusive with Marvel or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. They have an exclusive with Spider-Man. And I want to talk about, and I do want to talk about what you just mentioned, like the computing capabilities of the consoles. But Cyberpunk came out today. I didn't read too many reviews because I like to play through.
Okay.
And then read the reviews. But of course, you ask around amongst like your community. Yeah. And you talk to your friends. Like everybody, when the game comes out and people know that you've been waiting for it to come out and you're a gamer, like you're gonna call. Like I got phone calls this morning. The Twiz called me. Oh yo, did you get it? Yeah, I fucking got it. Did you get it? He sends a picture of him loading it onto his PlayStation. So like people, and then they tell me, I'm like, what do you think? And they're like, oh. And then I hear what they read. So far, what the consensus to third party is that it's a little glitchy. That's what everybody says. Everybody says, "Oh, it's a little glitchy."
So, meaning you haven't gotten a chance to fully explore the game. So you still have kind of a.
That's
hybrid.
what people are saying. But when I play the game, I agree. The game is a little visually glitchy. There's a couple palm trees where they weren't supposed to be in the game, and
excuse me.
I thought it but it didn't bother me.
Go ahead.
It didn't bother me, and I think that it's the storyline was bringing me in for this because it's not a multiplayer game. It's not competitive, so you're not going to compete against your friends.
What is the storyline exactly?
The storyline is you get to pick between 3 different factions. Like, what is it called? Like Street Boy or something like that?
Outsiders, the greasers.
You could be a street dude, right? Okay. And hang out with like this Puerto Rican guy. Okay. You could be Corpo, which is like the corporate world. Keep in mind this takes place in 2077, so the world is totally different.
So it's a first-person shooter, so the white-collar guys have guns?
Everybody has guns.
Okay.
Or you can play as like the nomads, which are like country folk. They're like out in the country, like in the desert.
Oh, that's who I'd be.
And they're like they're in the desert and they're driving like it looks like what's that movie where the dudes are spray paint in their mouth and shit and they're fucking getting all jacked up on it.
What is that, like Mad Max or something?
Yes. The desert people, they're like Mad Max. So you get to pick between. I picked the street one, the hood dude.
Man, I'll be up in that fucking desert, bro. I'd be riding around in a dune buggy, just fucking.
That's what my friend says that he's gonna play that in his second playthrough. I'm gonna play Corpo on my second playthrough because it's like the Corpo perspective is like you're working for like essentially the government, and but they're like super corrupt, and you have to like so do
it's
what
like
you
real
gotta
life.
do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Except they're like killing each other like blatantly.
So it's like real life.
But so I picked the street dude. I got maybe 3 hours in, maybe. So I haven't played a lot of it. But it's so every decision you make in the game affects like the progression of the game. You determine a lot of the dialogue.
So it's evolving?
Oh yeah.
So every time you play it, it could essentially be different. to a certain point. I'm sure there's a finite amount of alteration.
At the end of the day, it's a program. So you got to think of it like a computer. You know, there's only so many routes you could take. But yes, like while you're playing the game, you're ending, like they might only be, I don't know. Somebody does know this and I don't know this. There might be 10 different endings. You know what I'm saying? There's not an infinite amount of endings, but the way you play the game and the questions you ask and determine how the game's going to end and like what's going to happen. Not only that, but there's no straight road to the end. Like they say you could do.
There's a bunch of ways to win.
Yeah. You don't have to take this route to win. Like even within the quest, there's parts of the quest that are optional. You don't have to do this. They make it easier if you do it. So, like one of my friends said to me this morning, they were like, yo, you don't even have to, you could play like 5% of the game and beat it and like technically like finish it, you know?
Oh, I got you.
But it's open world. So so
there's always something more to do.
There's always something more to do. There's an infinite amount of routes you could take to get to the end. And even within that, there's 3 different factions and 3 different storylines. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm excited for my first playthrough. I don't think I'm going to maybe I will make it 3 playthroughs. But I'm definitely going to do at least 2, which is going to be that street boy or street man or some shit like that. Street kid. I think it's street kid and Corpo.
Got you.
Definitely worth to buy. Visually very pleasing. Very like neon lights, super futuristic. Like the
like
cars.
Tron Legacy.
Yeah. Yeah. Except nothing's flying.
Yeah, it's like it's like Total Recall looking. Like it's still regular people and shit.
Yeah, regular people. But dude, there's so many people in the street and you could talk to everybody. You could interact with the whole map. It's like unbelievable the level of detail.
That's what terrifies me. I would get sucked into this thing. I'd be fucking missing work and shit. I was playing it today on my lunch break, and my girl comes home on lunch, and we're eating lunch together, and she's just watching me like kind of play it. There's like a cut scene, and she was like, and there was a naked girl in an ice bath, and I'm not gonna say too much. I don't want to ruin the game for anybody. But there's a naked girl in an ice bath, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Why does that look so real?" Yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, this shit is." It's like you're watching a movie when you're playing this game. It's one of those games.
I know. I've seen like cuts of other video games where they have actors and stuff portrayed or like politicians, and it really looks.
Keanu Reeves is in the shit.
Yeah, I thought it was John Wick.
Yeah, you see the trailer?
I saw the trailer. I thought it was a John Wick game.
Yeah,
because it looked just like the motherfucker.
Yeah, maybe it is John. I haven't got to that point in the game, so I don't know.
He looked just like John Wick.
He did look just like John Wick. John Wick is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So it's hard for Keanu Reeves not to look like John Wick.
No, but I mean the way he's dressed and his hair and his beard.
I think he always looks like that.
I guess so.
I think he always looks like that.
Ted.
Dude, have you ever seen those videos of Keanu Reeves doing like the shooting challenges and shit like that? That motherfucker's a gangster, bro.
For each progressing John Wick movie, he demanded more legit training. That's so insane. For like the first one, he was like, I need 6 weeks, like arms training and like 3 months jujitsu training or something. And then for the second one, he was like, I need like a year jujitsu training.
Are you serious?
And like, and then the third one, he was like, I need like 2 years. Like he just kept upping his shit like this, like on the budget of, on the production company's dime. You know, but he did legit weapons training and shit and legit grappling training. Like he's
Did you watch them all?
All the movies? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John Wick is fucking dope. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I think there's 3 of them, right? It's a trilogy. Yeah. I've only seen 2 of them.
I love the concept because I love my dog. I would kill everybody involved in killing my dog.
That's why I didn't watch the 3rd one. I couldn't imagine him still being this upset after killing so many people. Well, and I thought he took care of the guy who did it.
It becomes a different thing. Like then he has beef with like the faction he goes against and shit like that because there's like a commission. Yeah. You know, like I forget what they call them. It's not the commission. It's like some elite council, the council, some shit like that. And he ends up going against them because, you know, he ends up going there with somebody that gets him into some shit. Like she loses her shit and goes off on him and like kills one of them and shit or something like that. And then now they're like an enemy of the governing body of this hit.
Oh, and he's protecting her.
Yeah. So now he just gets into beef with them. The original one is he gets into beef with some Russians that do some shit to him. You know, like after that, he gets into beef with the actual company he used to work for. And then they're going after him on some Jason Bourne type of shit.
Damn.
You know, like, so, but I just love the concept.
Now that we're talking about like cinema, Have you seen the new additions to Netflix? Have you been? You go on Netflix often, right?
Netflix. What are we talking about?
Selena.
Ooh, I watched some with my girl. We watched the first episode.
Okay, what do you think? It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think
who's the what? I know you're not gonna know, and I'm not gonna know either. We're so well.
Who plays her?
Yeah,
it's the chick from The Walking Dead. You remember the Spanish girl that was in the first few episodes of The Walking Dead, and she dates Abraham.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. My girl picked it out. My girl pulled it out. She's like, oh, I know her. That's Sofia Costa, or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
You know what I said when I seen her? I said, oh, that's not J-Lo.
I said, that's good. Yeah. Yo, when I seen it, I was like, Camila Cabello? Or some shit. Yeah, I was like, I think that's that Nickelodeon singing girl.
That bitch.
iCarly?
Yeah. And yeah. So I've been watching it. I put a pause to Handmaid's Tale to watch another show that just came out on Netflix.
Why don't you finish The Handmaid's Tale?
We're gonna finish it, but Big Mouths came out.
What the hell is that?
What?
Fuck is Big Mouths?
Big Mouths is a Netflix show. It's like a cartoon, but it's like for adults. It's very funny. It's about like children going through puberty, but in like the realest way ever. And they have like when you start going through puberty, your hormone monster comes out. And the hormone monster is just like, it's either a guy or a girl. It could be like a character. It's like a character. And it's just the horniest, fucking craziest fucking character.
Is it funny though?
It's hilarious. It's
I don't know, because I don't really do the Rick and Morty shit.
You see, when you get don't you ever talk bad about Rick and Morty.
Me on the fucking neck. Hit, bro.
Don't you ever speak ill about Rick or Morty.
I don't know either one of them, Rick or Morty. But everybody seems to love it except for me, because I just haven't seen it.
Oh, so
like I'm not.
You've heard people say it's like for intellectuals, though, right? Have you ever?
I've heard people say that. Yeah.
It's such a bougie thing for me to say because I love Rick and Morty, but you can't be a fucking idiot. If you're an idiot, you won't like it.
If anybody,
you won't know, you won't understand it.
Any type of entertainment that an idiot recommends to me, I automatically don't watch it.
Yeah, it's not that you won't understand. I shouldn't say that.
You won't enjoy.
You won't get it all. I'm laughing because like they're bringing jokes about some conversation they had, last episode, or it's very deep. It's so good. My girl watches it. Like, she loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we rewatch it. Only thing we watch more than Rick and Morty is The Office.
I don't watch that either.
Whoa. You shouldn't. You could tell me these things, but I don't want you saying it on the mic. I don't want you to feel too confident saying that to people because they're going to judge you.
Yeah, I watched an episode of The Office the other day. I thought it was pretty funny. I think that...
Damn, don't say it. You can't say it's pretty funny. The Office is... That
Incredible Kim chick or whatever, like Unbreakable Kim or whatever, the redhead girl, she was cracking me up on that shit.
Oh my God.
She was cracking me up.
Hilarious.
It was the holiday party.
Which one?
The holiday party one I saw was the one where like the dude from The Hangover, the dentist guy, he brought his new chick to the holiday party and he was dressed like Santa Claus, and the redhead chick and him had broken up and she was just being real weird. Like the whole time she was getting drunk and shit. And then she was like coming over and like pretending she was happy for them. But it was just funny.
I know exactly what episode you're talking about.
She was funny.
She's the secretary.
I don't know her fucking job title in the show.
So he dated multiple people. I wonder if I don't know if she's a redhead. Maybe she is.
Yeah, she's a redhead. She's a ginger.
There's two of them, and there's one real ginger.
The one from the Bridesmaids.
That's I know.
You don't have a husband.
I know. Yeah, I know who he dates.
Because she's hilarious.
I'm very familiar with her.
She's hilarious.
She's very funny.
So I don't know. There tends to be certain stuff that I never got into because so many people were into it obsessively. So
those are pops from The Office. Yeah,
that they are.
See, Jean Levinson, that is Michael Scott's girlfriend at one point in the show. Jim Halpert. One of the main characters. Dwight Schrute, one of my favorite characters. He's the guy who, you're not going to know this, he sits across from Jim. He's fucking hilarious.
I gotta start watching it, I guess. It's just sometimes I don't watch stuff that has super cult followings when I'm that late into it. Like, people always talk about Parks and Rec. I don't give a fuck. People talk about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give
People
a fuck
talk about The
either.
Office. I typically don't give a fuck.
Did you watch Friends growing up?
Yes.
It's like Friends in the sense that you could just put it on any time.
The Office?
Dude, when me and my girl come home and it's late and we don't want to watch anything that we have to retain.
That you have to invest in and you have to stay awake for.
We just put The Office on.
We put on Friends.
I
can fall asleep to Friends and I don't care.
Yeah, because you've watched that episode already.
Yeah.
We've watched, and on Netflix, you watch it. It's not like when you used to watch Friends as a kid, whatever episode would be on, it would be random episodes. Like they didn't play them consecutively, like in order.
Yeah.
When we watch it in order. So sometimes I just wake up and we're in the middle of season 2, or we're like, we're in the middle. So we watch it from the first season to the end, like over a bunch of times. Like how
many seasons?
I don't fucking know.
A lot? Like 15 or like 5?
Hey Google, how many seasons of The Office are there? 9 seasons.
Damn, that's cool. They got that fucking creepy ass fucking government listening device.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I should have told you about that.
Hey Google, how long you been fucking listening to us?
Nope.
Yeah, she doesn't understand because I'm asking a fucking question as a free American.
Nope. She doesn't speak that language.
No, she speaks communism.
Yep. 100%.
She speaks tyranny.
And when you hit that switch to make her not listen, she listens
harder. That's what that is.
Yeah. And then she listens harder. That means that shit gets sent straight to the top.
Someone doesn't want us to hear something.
Let's listen in.
Address. Yeah, exactly. Turn on all their webcams.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather.
Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather.
Logan Paul, excuse me. Who's my preferred brother, Paul brother?
Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the dad the most.
Mom's pretty funny.
The mom's fucking funny. I like the dad the most, but yeah, if I got to pick a brother, I'm picking Logan. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about people upset that he went to the suicide forest or whatever.
Listen, man.
I don't think it was a good move. I'm not endorsing him. I'm just saying that he's my pick of the brother. Do I think he should? I think it's kind of fucked up that he's even fighting Floyd, though. I don't think
up on whose behalf? How so?
On the sport of boxing.
Sport of boxing's dog shit anyway. This is the most interesting thing that's happened in fucking boxing. I just watched Earl Spence fight Danny Garcia, and I can't believe I wasted my fucking time. And everyone's like, masterful performance by fucking Earl Spence. He won a unanimous decision, and I was like, this is, to me, they should both get a loss.
You know what the most impressive part about boxing to me is
that I stayed awake the whole fight.
That they stay awake the whole fight. That's what the fact that they even fight for that long is fucking crazy. These motherfuckers are in there for 12 rounds.
Yo, they're in there for 12 rounds and everybody takes the first 4 rounds off.
Yeah.
So to me, what are we doing? This is an 8-round fight.
Yeah.
It's just we're starting at the 5th.
Right. Yeah.
We're starting at the 5th. You guys fuck around, you dick around, you step on each other's feet a couple times.
You're hugging each other.
Listen, I grew up watching boxing. I boxed for a couple years growing up. To me, boxing is always going to have somewhat of a place. My parents, I'm fucking Puerto Rican. I'm 100% Puerto Rican. My house is fucking full of boxing growing up. I can't watch this shit. So I watched that fight. It was dog shit. So this, to me, I'm intrigued by.
Yeah, I guess. So from that perspective, it is kind of interesting, right? But some people were saying that he doesn't deserve to fight Floyd, right? Or like there's so many people that do deserve, but Floyd's not going to fight another professional fighter. He's fighting this as an exhibition and it's not even a big enough payday for Floyd.
What, this one?
Yeah.
He's going to make probably more money than he's ever made.
No fucking way.
Yes, he is.
He's made a lot of fucking money.
He's going to make more money than he's ever made on this fight.
He can't make more money than he made fighting Conor McGregor. That's fucking ridiculous. No way.
Yes, he will.
No fucking way.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
I don't think so, man.
Bro, Logan Paul has 23 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's say low ball.
I don't think that's on YouTube. I think he has 23 total million followers.
No. Look it up. Look up Logan Paul right now.
He has
Look him up on YouTube. His YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now.
He has 23 million subscribers.
Has 23 million subscribers on YouTube. So,
and I should know this because I kind of watch him.
On a low ball number, let's say, I don't know, half of those people buy the fight. That's 10 million buys. That's
no way half of those. That's a high number.
Let's say a quarter of them buy it.
That's a high number.
Let's say a quarter of them. 5 million.
No. Because listen to this. he has 22 million followers, right? But he doesn't get 22 million views. His videos don't get that many. If you look at his videos right now, right? We'll go to his channel, and his latest videos. And keep in mind, his latest videos are like the biggest ones where he spent like the big Pokemon ones. These were huge. Like, he talked us up for a month that he was going to buy this box and he was going to do it. That one did, that live stream did 10 million views.
Okay.
If you look at the video before that, 7 million views, 6 million views, 6 million views, 5 million, 7 million, 6 million, 7 million, 7 million, 6 million. So let's just say 7 million people buy it.
Okay. So let's say 7 million people buy it.
Which I thought I was going to make a better argument. That might as well be 10.
Yeah. Well, 7. Let's say 7.
Okay.
Let's say Floyd Mayweather pulls in 5 million himself.
You don't think he's more people want to see Floyd than Logan?
Now watch this. You know what I mean? Like Floyd fans.
I just don't see how this could draw more people than like a Pacquiao fight.
You have to understand that what it's doing is it's merging so many different
I get it.
Streams of attention and demographics. Like you have the YouTube world that's going to tune in, which already you got him and KSI and Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. I mean, they were breaking records with those fights. They were outselling fighters on that. So then on top of that, now you have Floyd's fan base, where a small percentage of them will buy this fight, right? Then you have, this is Jake's brother, who Jake just came off of a knockout of Nate Robinson. So now people are going to equate those two. And every Nate fan, every basketball fan, every professional athlete fan that has that dumb argument that professional athletes can fight pro fighters because they're athletes, those people are going to want to tune in to watch Logan Paul get knocked out. So they're going to watch that. That's another group of people that are watching it. Plus you have the MMA people that are intrigued now too, because Jake Paul's calling out fighters. He's calling out MMA fighters.
They don't even know what the stipulation is going to be when it comes to like weight or anything. Because Logan Paul's like 200 and something pounds.
Yeah, he's 200
He's like 6'1".
Yeah.
This guy's 150 pounds. He's 5'8". Mm-hmm. What's going to happen?
It's a circus act. It's like one of those fights in Japan where they have like a grandma fight like Gabby Garcia.
It doesn't matter. He's not. No way he's getting down to 150 pounds. No way.
That's
Floyd
why it's an
gets
exhibition.
Up to 180.
That's why it's an exhibition. You can do that in an exhibition. There's no set weight class. There's no set rules. There's no drug testing.
So what happens this fight?
What happens this fight is it's a joke. That's what happens. Like, it's going to be I shouldn't say it's a joke. Logan Paul is just going to be trying to work him, trying to jab at the same time, showing him some respect. Because he's not going to want to actually, I mean, if I'm Logan Paul, I don't even feel comfortable knocking out Floyd Mayweather. I don't even want that to be a thing that happens. I don't even want to do that.
No. So on his recent podcast, they've asked him, like, do you think you could win this?
Well, of course he's going to say, yeah. He's got to say, yeah, because if not, then why does anybody watch it? You know what I mean? But me, it's like, I don't know if you're ready for that to happen. It's like rolling with a really super high level black belt. In the back of your mind, you don't really. What happens if you get to the back and you choke this high level black belt? Now, what's next for you? Now what?
Well, it doesn't matter if he knocks him out, and then now what? Because he's not a fucking boxer. Now what? I'm going to do something else.
No, I mean, like, now what? Like, you can't stop there. You can't, like, what are you going to do now? Now other fighters are going to want to fight you. Now people, now there's going to be more scrutiny. Now it's just a lot of pressure. It's something like, it's like becoming champ. Now there's a bullseye on your back. Like, do you really want that? Are you really
but the difference is that this isn't his avenue in the sense that he's not pigeonholed here where he's like, now I got to fight all these fucking guys. He doesn't have to do anything. He could go back to fucking his house and continue YouTubing or doing,
of course, which he will do.
Yeah, movies. He's got I think a screenplay that he wrote that they're working into a movie right now.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess if you ask me really what I think is going to occur in that exhibition, I just think it's.
You think he beats Floyd? You think Floyd beats him up?
I don't think Floyd's really going to hit him much. I think Floyd's just going to let him work. Floyd's going to treat it like he's treating like a new sparring partner that has never fought. Like one guy some guy that's new to the gym, you know, that clearly he hasn't had that experience with fighting someone that's new to the gym in 20 fucking years. Yeah. But, you know, he's going to work it like a championship fighter would work a dude like on let's say like bully beatdown. Yeah. You know, let him work, not really fucking beat the shit out of him. I mean, you're not going to, because I'm not going to give Floyd any credit for, you know, like breaking Logan Paul's nose or something, or like, you know. Or,
it would be nice to see him really go forward. It's not, you know, but it's also dangerous for him. This guy's a much bigger person than he is. And you and I both know we've seen a bunch of luck. Yeah, we've seen a bunch of lucky, not lucky, but punches that land. Lucky shots.
Yeah, but I don't think a lucky shot is as likely with boxing gloves. You know, with 8-ounce or 10-ounce or 12-ounce gloves, it's just not.
I really wonder what they're going to do with the weight.
They're not. It's going to be a catch weight. It's just going to be something made up.
Of what?
It's just probably going to be whatever the fuck you want. It's not going to be. It's an exhibition. They don't have to have a weight. There's no rule set. There's really no like. There's no commission that's overseeing this fight and sanctioning it. There's no boxing license involved. You know, it's made up. Just like Roy Jones and Tyson was pretty much made up. Like Tyson smoked weed literally before he stepped in the ring. Yeah. You can't do that in a sanctioned fight.
Yeah.
So I just think it's, you know, it's going to be something that's just, it's going to be a night to drink and watch a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be.
I'll definitely get it for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah, because I'm going to get it too. And did you see the difference in pricing?
No, I didn't even look at it. What is it?
If you pre-order it now, it's $25.
Nice.
Once they sell 1 million, it goes up to, I think, $39. Then after a certain date, it goes to like $59. And then if you buy it like the week of, it's like $100 or something like that. So they're doing like the longer you wait and the closer you let it get to the fight, the more the price goes up.
Who's doing the promotion? Like who's it?
It's some streaming service. It's called like I forget what it's called. It's a streaming service.
They're streaming out some like Yugoslavian fucking.
Yeah, it's some kind of streaming service. Like it's an app or something. I think it's an app. And now there's other apps that are considering this type of this like this rollout for fights. Like this kind of how can I say this? Like this form of
incentives,
like this marketing plan. Like they would do a streaming service or an app, and like you have to buy the app or get the app in order to stream the fight. And in my experience, when something's streamed on an app, it's way harder to torrent. It's way harder to link. It's way harder.
Oh my God.
You can't get it. Like an ESPN Plus fight could be the worst fight in the fucking world. It's way harder to find a stream for that. So I've been told, so it says on Reddit.
I used to have a real tough time getting
hearing about people trying to get streams for things.
I used to have a tough time getting. Was it Bellator? Bellator was like on an app at one point.
DAZN.
Yes.
DAZN is that's what I'm saying.
That motherfuckers got that shit locked down. I used to always say it's because nobody fucking wants to watch Bellator.
Nobody wants to watch DAZN. They're fucking swirling the fucking drain right now.
But I can never find those fucking fights.
Nope. It's tough. Even the Bellator ones that are on the CBS app.
Flow Grappling? Weren't you looking
Oh my God. Flow Grappling. Suck it, motherfuckers. Like I even tried to buy the shit. I was like, I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna get a membership. They do it annually and you have to buy the whole fucking year. Like there's no trial. I said, I can't get a week. Like, Come on. I'm trying to watch this Gordon Ryan and this whole Danaher Death Squad. I'm trying to watch them heel hook everybody and then I'm trying to cancel.
Nope. They're not gonna let you. They're not gonna let you fucking just stick the tip in.
The fuck, man.
We need to plug.
Yeah, bro. We really do.
Yeah, we need to plug.
Because Flow Grappling, what we need to do is like split it and try to.
That's the best way to do them.
Try to find a way to do it like that. Because Flow Grappling has some great fucking events, man. Some really good events. You all right?
Ow.
Funny bone ain't funny.
No, it's not. That term comes from making other people laugh.
Yeah, for fucking sure.
Because it doesn't make me laugh.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a matchup physically that makes more fucking sense?
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
Here you're talking about the.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, the guy who fought Charles Oliveira, and I'm in your fucking head.
Kukui.
You're talking about Charles Oliveira and then Kukui, fucking
Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson,
Fuck.
yeah, man.
I can't let you fucking tread water on that one anymore.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Tony Ferguson.
But yes, man, those guys are.
If you put glasses on Charles Oliveira, He is Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Put some stupid kind of toy in his hand, like a fucking whatever the fuck he's playing
baseball?
with this week, a fucking dog toy or whatever.
I hope to Christ he comes out with like a deck of cards or something.
Yeah, he's gonna come out with like he wears like isotonas and shit like that. He comes out with like fucking gloves on and shit for no reason.
He looks like a magician, right?
Yeah, like with a couple of marbles.
With his vest?
Like rubbing them and shit.
He looks like those guys in the middle of the mall that would just be selling shit seen on TV.
Yeah, man, exactly. Like the bitch that comes up, she's like, hello, can I see your hand? I give her my hand and she dumps some shit in my hand. So I was like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, come. I'm like,
it's coffee.
now I'm fucking, it was like sea salt or some shit like, but I'm like, I didn't want to dump it on the floor. Like,
Yeah.
it was such a
That
trap.
happened to you?
Yes, it happened to me at the fucking mall. She came over and said, let me see your hand. I showed it to her and she dumped some like powder.
You didn't go to the mall in the hood. You went to
Fuck.
one of those fucking cockazoid malls.
She thought she was going to trap me. I let her do a whole thing. My hands were all fucking supple and soft. And I was like, thanks a lot. I'm out.
You got
I'm here to go to Pandora. I'm late getting a gift,
oh my God. Pandora.
which I don't do anymore. Fuck that.
Pandora got me.
Yeah, Pandora will get you to. It's a never-ending fucking thing. You got to buy new charms all the
I
time.
thought it was a good idea, and I said to myself, "Oh, I got to buy one charm, and then next year I'll buy one more charm, and then the year after I'll just buy." But it didn't work out like that,
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
No.
Plus, that shit is kind of old now at this point.
dude. You ever bought it? You ever got? Remember the Tiffany?
Yeah, nah, I never did them hearts and shit. That's just too much money.
It was like $200 a charm.
Yeah, it was mad money, and it's like Tiffany's like got over on everybody. Like everybody buys silver and shit from them. I'm like, why are you paying this much money for silver?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like a trick. It's like a fucking branding scheme.
It's the most
It's
ridiculous
like
thing
Pabst Blue
ever.
Ribbon beer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but it's fucking ridiculous.
I'm like, this is silver.
They got me, and you got it when you get a charm. You got to send your bracelet out for them to like
attached.
solder that shit on there.
Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here with that shit.
I got my girl one. She never wore it.
Yeah.
She doesn't wear anything I fucking buy her.
Yo, it's like that, man. It's like that. Like my girl, like I have to like I got her like a Louis a couple years ago and shit. And I have to like encourage her to use it and shit. I'm like, yo, like take the fucking Louis. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the fucking crossbody bag that I got at the thrift store. Like, put that shit down, take this fucking thing. She's like, nah, this one's like more practical and shit. I'm like,
That's mad funny. My chick loves this fucking llama fur bag she got from fucking Peru.
yo.
This
It's like alpaca.
It's like an indigenous bag. Like somebody was packing fucking leaves in that shit before she got it.
Some nomad made that they were following. They were living off the buffalo on the land.
That shit came from the top of the mountain. And she loves that fucking shitty ass bag.
Yo, it's crazy. If it works, man. But it's like, I wish you would have told me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Nah, shout out. She loves that bag.
Listen,
Got to put a little miles on it.
it's so funny. It's just like I wear like I buy the same pair of shoes over and over and over. The same ones.
Yep, same.
I just keep buying them.
I know.
When I need a freshie.
If they work, they work. I dress like a cartoon character. I'm like Doug Funny. I got like 5 of the same thing.
That's
I
mad
just wear the
fucking
same
funny.
shit every fucking day.
That is actually super
I'm like,
fucking
hey, Arnold.
funny.
Like, what the fuck? Like, this guy dresses the same every fucking day. You look at my closet.
So,
It's not the same thing, but
no.
they look the same.
Yeah. If you watch this podcast, you do watch this podcast.
Yeah. And tell your fucking friends and smash the like button and fucking subscribe. And do all that shit. God damn it.
Because we wear gray shirts every time.
Yeah, I wear
It's
a lot of
either
gray.
Yeah,
I
me
wear a lot
too.
of gray.
I like black and I like gray. I like darker colors.
Yeah, man. I just came from training, so I didn't really have much choice.
Only thing I don't
whatever
like
I
about
had.
gray is if I sweat.
Yeah.
You perspirate a lot.
Yeah, I sweat a lot.
I'm sweaty too.
Yeah.
In the back.
Yeah.
In the ass area too.
Yeah, I sweat a lot. It's like when I train and shit, it drips off my face. I sweat all over everybody.
Really?
I apologize and shit. Especially like if I have to train with a girl, if I'm like rolling with a chick or something like that, I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry. I'm like fucking
I'm
sweating.
sweating on
everywhere.
you.
Like it's fucking gross. Like people's sweat has dripped in my mouth. I've watched it, bro. Like, and I'm like,
salty.
yeah, or it'll land right here on my nose and then run into my eye.
Ooh,
Like,
can
right
you
into
get
my
AIDS
ear
like
duct.
that?
Nah, I mean, not as far as I know. Not
You
from
can-
sweat. You would have to drink a whole lot of it, just like spit. You can't get AIDS from spit unless you drink like a glass of it.
Wait. That's true?
Yeah.
You can make out?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
But, you know, depends
That's
how
so
hard they brush
ignorant
their
that I don't
teeth.
know that.
Depends how hard they brush their teeth. If their gums are bleeding or something like that. Now we're talking about a different story.
How much blood?
Not much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could drink a glass of spit, but I can't get an ounce of blood.
Yeah. It's just different. It's just where, you know, just like,
I should just concentrate.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, man. So Charles Oliveira and
yeah, it's gonna be a real good fight. It's gonna be a dangerous fight for Tony because this fight's gonna determine what's gonna happen. UFC's cutting a lot of fighters. I don't think he's gonna be one of the ones that get cut. Yoel Romero got cut.
they cut Rachel Ostovich.
Really?
Yeah.
People
And
are
it's
getting
fucked up. People are hitting her on Twitter saying that she got nothing left but an OnlyFans now. She better join OnlyFans. She was mad about it. She responded like, "You fucking weirdos." Some shit like that. She said like, that's bullshit. It's not my only option. I'm like, damn, that's so grimy. This girl spends her whole life trying to fight, really getting to the professional level.
You don't come into the fucking ring with fake eyelashes.
Yeah, she also, that's her marketing shit too. Because online, she barely posts training. It's mostly like bikini pics and shit like that. So, if you're trying to market yourself this way, get ready for people to talk about your tits more than they talk about your right hand. That's just like kind of what it's going to be.
It's like, I'm not victim shaming, but
Victim.
like.
She's not a victim. What are we talking about here? She lost a job. That's not a victim. We've all known people that have lost jobs.
Not victim to losing a job. She's a victim to the online community telling her that her only resort to making money is. I
will not make her a victim. She was the target of some fucked up comments. It's not there's no victimizing there. Let's keep that word what it is. You're a victim if you've been assaulted. You're a victim if you've been attacked physically. I don't think you're a victim if somebody said some bad words to you.
Okay.
But, that's just, old school American way,
I don't think she's like I don't think she's.
Nobody punched her in the face. Well, at the last four straight losses,
people punch her in the face. I don't think she's like suffering through fucking tyranny or anything like that. I'm just saying that she's the victim in this situation.
Okay.
It's got to be a protagonist and an antagonist in every story, right? And that doesn't mean at the level. There's no who you are, victim or fucking not. That doesn't determine what level of victim you are. She's a victim in a very minute level, but there's no other word. You know what I'm saying? It's not like fucker and cocksucker. Those are two different levels, right? There's only one level when it comes to a victim. So you're just a victim. You know what I'm saying? So you could be a victim of a murder, or you could be a victim of a tripping,
like a petty larceny.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
You know
all right. So Rachel's a victim. So. Yeah, so she wasn't too happy about that. There was also some funny shit when they said that they canceled the main event. You remember when the last fight got canceled and shit? Who was it that somebody got canceled on the same card that they were on? Maybe it wasn't the main event. It was another fight.
What were they saying?
They were saying that now the new main event is Rachel Ostovich jumping on a trampoline.
The internet is undefeated. Oh my god!
They're like, who cares about that? Let's just make the main event.
So Rachel fucking funny. Nate Robinson was a fucking victim last week. So.
Yeah, he was a victim of his own fucking.
Oh my god,
ego.
We talked about it last week already, but the memes were unbelievable. The one you showed me with the dude editing him to bed.
I forget. It's like Ray Rod 704, 714. Forgive me, but god damn it, that dude's fucking amazing.
Oh my god, what? That's
bro.
The best
How real was that bed,
seen.
bro?
Yeah.
He landed in his bedroom.
It's a GIF or like a little animation of Nate getting knocked out, and then he just animates him into a bedroom.
Hilarious.
With him in the background on TV, like knocked out.
Yeah.
It's the funniest fucking shit.
And the animation is so clean.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. Clean. It looks so good.
It's so fucking good.
But yeah, so I think that
they should have cut Tyron Woodley. Sorry to interrupt you.
They probably did cut
him. But if someone got
he
cut,
he just doesn't know.
Tyron Woodley should have been the one to get cut.
Tyron Woodley. There was somebody put on Twitter, they said which I think his name's like the MMA dude or something like that. I follow him on Twitter and he's pretty funny. He posted pretty cool shit. So he was like, he posted some shit and was like, who's the fighter with the least heart? The least amount of heart? And so it's like, damn, people were really saying some real shit. Like they were pulling up stuff. So a couple people said Woodley. That's who I thought right away. Not least heart, because everybody has heart that gets in there. But all I'm thinking about is like the quit in somebody's face when they get taken down for the third time and they're just like, oh, fuck,
Woodley just fucking really just went from one fight to another to never performing again.
Yeah.
Like he was already kind of boring to watch. But he was still a sharp fighter. Like we never seen him get beat up. When he got beat up, he just kept getting beat up after that.
Yeah. He didn't really get beat up until Usman, I felt like. But
Usman beat the brakes off.
But I was kind of like over watching Woodley fight after those Wonder Boy fights and shit. I was just like, I don't know, man. Darren Till, he won me. I was like, holy shit, he beat the shit out of Darren Till. But then I don't know. So people said him. People said Pettis. People said Anthony Pettis because he's been another one that you've kind of seen him check out, but he's also been hurt a lot. So I think a lot of times people think it's his heart, but really he has pretty bad, significant injuries. Like he broke his hands, like both hands in a fight, and then kept trying to fight. I think it was against somebody. I don't remember who. Broke his ribs against Tony Ferguson. So he
got beat up.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson had him in a body triangle, mounted body triangle. Like so he was on top of him with his
legs underneath him,
and
squeezing
you saw something just pop, and he just fucking, and Anthony Pettis was like, like just like Woodley did in his last fight. So, and that's happened to me. I know exactly what that is. That shit sucks because I was kind of talking shit. I was drunk, talking shit about Woodley, and then it happened to me. Like, and that shit's fucking terrible. I couldn't move after that. I was like, get off me. I was like, everybody get away from me. Like, like I'm going home. Like
night's over.
Yeah, I'm going the fuck home. Get off me. I tapped in everything. I was like, I'm done. I rolled.
I'm not going to take a shower.
No, I'm
I'm
gone. I'm going to sit and try to breathe in a corner for a little while, and then I'm going home. So, it was just a bunch of shit like that. And people talking about, people said John Jones. They said because if you're at the top of your game and you're that good, why are you cheating? Why are you hiding from USADA? They said like every piece of shit thing he's done. And I was like, damn. I was like, if your perception is character as heart, or adversity in a fight as heart, I thought like I thought Darren Elkins type of shit, like the damage, like when he's getting fucked up and then he just wins the fight, or like Nate Diaz getting fucked up and then he hits a choke on Conor. Like that's the kind of shit I think of as heart, not necessarily how you do in life. Because when they said like he hid under the ring, he tested positive for drugs, tested positive for steroids, crashed into that pregnant lady and left the fucking scene. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, those are pretty fucked up things. Like,
yeah, but those are fucked up things because all the fucked up things he's done. People have done so much worse than that.
Yeah, but the fact that it's public, I mean, that's when it gets weird. You know what I mean?
If he was your man's, like he wouldn't.
If he was my man's, he wouldn't be driving. I'll be driving him. That's like you. Like you're not gonna catch my guy out there like that.
If one of your mans had all those things on his fucking list, like you wouldn't even you'd be like, that's not that big of a deal. It's like, bro, he got one hit and run.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends with crazy shit like that. You
did some coke.
But like when
I'm steroids,
seriously,
it wouldn't be that big of a deal, You wouldn't even think. You'd be like, "Oh, what's the fucking big deal?"
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, "I'm not hanging out with you anymore. You got no heart."
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is like, "Oh, he did this over a 10-year period. This guy's a fucking saint." Are we kidding? Like, come on.
Not so bad.
Yeah, for a guy that somebody watches him every day. People are always watching him.
Exactly.
People were coming to his house to fucking take his piss. To test it for the past fucking how many years? Yeah.
Since USADA's been around.
So you know what? Let's cut fucking John Jones some slack. He just chased a dude out of his house with a shotgun the other day.
Yeah, I mean, he really did that guy solid for not blowing his shit out coming in. But living in New Mexico, it's not like New York. You can have some fucking. You can definitely have some shit out there.
I'd rather John Jones chase me with a shotgun and chase me with bare hands.
Kick me. Yeah, I'd much rather take a risk with. I never seen him shoot. I seen him kick people's fucking heads off. So
that's exactly what I'm saying.
So I might be.
When he's coming with that gun, we got a much better chance of survival. When he's coming with his hands, no,
bro. He knocked out DC with a left high head kick. What would he do to me? My head would come off my shoulders. He'd kick my fucking head off.
Are you kidding me, bro?
A dispenser. He just snapped my shit.
Oh my God.
DC's a fucking brick. He's a lead brick. He's built like a fucking tree stump.
John Jones is getting ready to fight light heavy. He's been eating.
No, he's getting ready to fight heavy.
Excuse me. He's getting ready to fight heavy. Excuse me.
Man. I don't know. I was listening to some talks about who the next heavyweight fights are. And I can't really I really don't know, but it needs to be something soon. Like we're thinking about, I think Miocic is hurt. I think he's got some health issues, so he can't really come back to defend yet. But what do we do with Francis? Francis can't get a fight.
Francis deserves a fight. Listen, this fucking DC Miocic shit really fucked up the heavyweight
it did.
And the light heavyweight fucking
it did.
Weight class. These guys are all waiting for fucking fights. They're not going to keep fighting each other.
I'll tell you what. People might think this shit is crazy. I don't really know. I think if Francis starts running through everybody, that's bad.
Francis is going to be the champ.
I just think that's not good for the division. I mean, who beats Francis if he has improved with the wrestling and shit against Stipe? Like, I don't even want to see him fight. I don't care to see him fight.
He's going to be the champ.
I do not care to watch Francis Ngannou punch everybody's head off. That's not interesting to me. It doesn't intrigue me. I mean, I saw what I needed to see. I saw a smaller man that had superior wrestling beat Goliath. I don't want to see Goliath fight ever again.
He hasn't fought that many times, you know. Excuse me. He doesn't have the experience that Stipe has, you know.
Agreed.
So, and that really, in my opinion, it looks like it humbled him in the sense and showed him something that, you know, all right, go back down there. You're not ready for the big dogs yet. Yeah. But I think now nobody beats him heavyweight.
You might be right. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's good for the
Unless John Jones stays heavyweight, because he's probably the only other person that I could see.
I don't know if he's going to beat Francis, man.
He beat, who's the dude he fought? He fought Thiago Santos?
Yeah, Santos is a tiny guy, though, compared to Francis.
He's big for light heavyweight. He could fight heavyweight. Everybody's small. Listen, everybody's small compared to Francis. Thiago's a fucking big motherfucker.
Not really, though. Not in terms of like height and shit like that. Like the biggest guy John Jones has fought is probably Alexander Gustafsson.
You know? But he's not. Alexander Gustafsson's not like muscle bound like these guys are.
No, he's not. But he's bigger than Thiago Santos.
He's not more He's not. He doesn't have he doesn't carry around as much muscle. He's true. Lengthier. He's closer to John Jones' body type.
Who?
Than he is
Alexander
to Thiago.
Gustafsson?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like, but he's bigger than Thiago.
He's on a fucking with a ruler.
Well, I mean, Yoel Romero is bigger than Alexander Gustafsson, like muscle wise.
Yeah.
But he's much smaller.
I'm just saying when you're talking about the people, like he would if I'm saying like I think John Jones could beat Francis, and it's actually like that's a possibility that fight could even happen now.
Yeah.
I think the person that comes to my mind that John Jones has fought that's even close to Francis would be Thiago, because he's got that
his stature.
Exactly.
All right.
That's my mind. That's the way.
I mean, fair enough. I'm not interested in watching Francis discredit the entire heavyweight division. I'm not interested in that.
Yo, but if he wins, he deserves to win. And why? Because he's enormous? Because
that doesn't intrigue me. I'm not interested in that.
What if he starts knocking people out with finesse, not these fucking weird looping, overhands? What if he starts finessing people?
He kind of does knock people out with finesse. He's got good punching mechanics. He can throw a punch. I'm never intrigued to watch somebody dominate the shit out of everybody. Like, I'm not into that.
No, certain times people love it. When Conor McGregor was doing it, everybody
But he wasn't dominating people like this. He was dominating people like, that had a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like we
thought they had a chance until they fought him.
I knew exactly what was going to happen every single time Francis fought these guys. I said, he's going to knock Rosenstruck the fuck out. He's going to fucking knock
Alistair
Overeem. I said I pictured that knockout happening already.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
I don't really, it's not very, I don't know. It doesn't impress me really. It's like watching fucking LeBron James dunk on a point guard. That's not interesting to me.
You called all the Conor fights too. Did you think Conor was going to do what he did to Chad Mendez? Did you say that?
No, I didn't think that, because it was a completely different fighter that he was preparing for. He was preparing for Aldo, and he ended up fighting Chad Mendez, which is a significantly different fighter.
Totally different.
But I just didn't. I knew he would hit him.
Did you think he was going to knock out Aldo?
Yes, I called that shit. I knew he would knock out Aldo. I didn't think he'd knock him out in 13 seconds, but I knew he would knock Jose Aldo out. I told Xavier that. Me and X watched that fight together, and he was an Aldo super fan, bro. He loved Jose Aldo.
I think that a lot of Conor fights, people call what's going to happen, and they're normally right. They're probably wrong when he loses. But I think it's similar. I just think that the difference is that he's not the star that Conor is. I think there's certain times people call every Khabib fight. They're pretty easy to call, right? And it's the same thing. Nobody mauls.
And I wasn't interested in watching Khabib fight either.
Damn, neither was I.
Like it's not interesting to me. Like, I'm not.
Floyd Mayweather, same thing.
I'm not interested in watching Floyd Mayweather fight. Like, I'm just not. I'm not interested in. I just wasn't. Like, to me, that's not. I already know what's going to happen. Like, it's not like,
but I still want to see him. I still want to see him get there. Maybe when he gets there, I won't want to see him, but I want to see him get there. I think he deserves it. I think he's been putting in work. The guy deserves a title shot. He would have been a champion.
If what?
He would have beat Stipe.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
Stipe washed him. He cracked Stipe a couple times. I rewatched it, and Stipe was able to eat one or two of those. He literally
didn't hit him that many times.
He hit him like twice.
He hit him like,
and he almost killed him.
I want to say he hit him under 5 times in the entire fight.
Yeah. And each time there was some fucking, like, there was some damage done.
But you and I both know that won't happen again. Stipe better not fight him again.
I don't want Stipe to fight him again. If I'm Stipe, I say, why am I fighting this guy again? He's got to get, like, he did just knock out all the contenders. And I want to say he's fought like 3 times. He fought his way back up.
Yeah.
He fought his way back
He's
up.
ready. He's ready for a title shot. Listen,
I think him and John Jones need to fight for an interim belt.
I was just going to say there needs to be an interim belt. I was just going to say there needs to be an interim belt. If he fights fucking John Jones, that'd be a good fight. But I think that John Jones is capable of beating him.
How does he beat him? What do you think?
I think John Jones is just his fight IQ is so high, and he's gonna fight him the same way he fought Thiago, on the outside, and
like
beat him technically. And Francis is a fucking enormous guy. He's not known for his cardio.
Yeah.
John Jones drags him into deep waters and then beats him up in the 4th and the 5th.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he submits him or anything like that, but I think he could win a decision.
He stops him?
I think he could win a decision. No, I don't think he stops him. Nobody stops him.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder.
Damn, maybe John Jones can't stop him. It would be late.
John Jones can't stop Stipe. I mean, he can't stop Francis.
If he did, it would be like a stop, like an exhausted Francis.
I think he can choke him
in the 5th round.
I think if he takes his back, I think he could take Francis's back and choke him. That's one thing that I will give him. But John Jones, he likes to strike in close quarters. Like, he'll go outside with the kicks and stuff, but I don't really a lot of his damage is done in a clinch. If you watch John Jones fights, a lot of it is elbows, a lot of it is spinning elbows, a lot of it is when he grabs the arm and he yanks the shoulder, when he does that whizzer, and then he yanks up the shoulder and like fucks your shoulder up for like the rest of the fight. That like he'll wrench on your arm. A lot of that damage is done in the clinch, knees and stuff like that. And so I don't know if he gets within that range. I think Francis just blitzes.
Well, he can't be in that range.
I think Francis blitzes the first minute and can really close that fight out. I don't know if that's a good fight for John Jones. I really don't.
I think, well, obviously, you can never count Francis out. He's such a powerhouse. But I think that especially, I got that Thiago fight in my head, and he fought that fight the same way I'd envisioned him fighting Francis. Really cautious.
Thiago fought a good fight, though.
For a great fight. Didn't he get hurt?
He tore every CL in his leg.
Yeah.
He tore his MCL, his ACL.
Yeah.
You remember how his shit was just popping out? His shit was just pop.
Yeah.
He was taking a step back and it was just slipping sideways. You could just see the bone. It was just like this. It was fucking crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah. So, who knows how that fight would have went if he didn't?
I mean, it's tough to say. I don't really know. Like, I have to say, when I say that I don't really care to see Francis tear through the division, I don't. But I do care to watch him lose. I like to watch somebody smaller win against a big Goliath like that. I think it just speaks to martial arts as a whole.
Yeah, but it's already happened.
Yes, which is why.
How much you want to see this guy lose?
I just don't want to see him win anymore at all.
Why not?
Because I don't care for that shit. It's like, I don't know if maybe because I'm a smaller guy myself that trains martial arts. I like the technique of
Stipe
martial arts.
can't be the champ anymore.
But why not?
First of all,
he's fucking up everybody.
No. He's fought 3 times in 5 years.
He's the heavyweight champ that's defended his title more than any other heavyweight champ in the history of the UFC.
Yes, but what has he done lately?
He beat DC twice.
He fights once in the past. How many years? How many fights has he had in the past 4 years? 3 fights.
Yeah, he hasn't fought much.
The people that he beat up don't fight anymore.
Yeah, and he was hurt, and the UFC didn't want to pay him and shit. So there was different things. Yeah, but who's the champ besides him though?
Nothing against Stipe. I think Stipe is amazing, right? I just think that he's held up the division for so long that I just kind of, I don't need to see anything more from him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
Who do you want to see Stipe fight?
John Jones. I want to see Stipe and John Jones.
That'd be a good fight.
I don't want to see John Jones. I want to see John Jones and Francis too, because I would love to see John Jones beat Francis.
Yeah.
Because again, I want to see superior martial arts reign supreme over brute strength. That's what I want to see. Like when I was at the edge, I was on the edge of my seat for the Stipe Francis fight more than any other fight I've ever seen in my life.
Because you never know.
Because I know that any punch landed ends the fight. Yeah. So it was like fighting the big boss at the end of the video game, where anytime he hits you, it's like fighting Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's punch out. One punch knocks you out. Yeah. So you can't fuck up one time. He fought a perfect fight.
Yeah.
Barely perfect. Because a couple times he got clipped, he almost ended the fight.
And I don't want to make it seem like I dislike Stipe. I think he's great. I think he's a Hall of Famer. It's just like, I think to myself, man, this guy really hasn't fought that much in the past couple of years. He's hurt again. What more do I want from him, you know? Who do I want to see him fight? Do I want to see him fight John Jones? I want to see John
Jones. John Jones takes that fight. I'll give you that.
I want to see, but you know why I want to see him fight John Jones? Because it'd just be another one on John Jones' list, because John Jones fought some of the baddest motherfuckers in the UFC.
In their primes.
In their prime. So yeah, do I want to see him fight John Jones? Yeah, I'd love to see him fight John Jones. Do I want to see him fucking fight Stipe? No. I can't think of anybody else heavyweight that I want to see him fight.
Stipe?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him fight Derek Lewis.
No, I don't even want to see Derek Lewis fight. I don't want to see him or fucking Curtis Blades fight.
I don't want to see Curtis Blades in the UFC ever again. I want Curtis Blades to go to Bellator or something like that. You see Rumble left and went to Bellator?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, officially. Yeah.
I do nothing to get. Listen, Curtis Blades, no, Derek Lewis, he's been looking better. He's slimming down. I think he looks better. So I don't want to count him out just yet, but I don't really want to see. He's another guy you can't blink when he's fighting either.
Yeah, you can't.
Because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
And he kicks.
Yeah, he does.
Fucking terrifying. That's why I like to watch him more than Francis. Like, to me, Francis.
No fucking way do I want to watch.
I want to watch Derek Lewis over Francis 100 times over Francis, bro.
That's crazy. Said nobody ever. You're the only person to say 100
100 times over him.
You're the first one to ever say that.
No, because Derek Lewis to me he's more of a fucking martial artist than fucking. I don't like that Francis ignores wrestling, ignores jiu-jitsu, just boxes, punches heavy bag, comes and knocks out heavyweights.
Yo, but I hate that shit. But the dude hasn't been fighting that long.
Which is why I want him to go and respect the martial arts and go. But why if it's working? That's what bothers me. His striking, his punching is so effective that he doesn't need to train anything else. And it kind of fucking bothers me.
But now he is training other things.
So they say. He still
got the same dude in his fucking. He's still arrogant, the same
bro.
coach.
I don't like that he's so arrogant with his hands.
Bro. I don't know if he's.
I don't like that shit, bro. You know that they said that when he fought Rosenstruck, they worked on a combo that week. For when Rosenstruck did something specific, he was going to land that combo. Rosenstruck did exactly what they worked on. He did not fucking do anything they worked on. Ends up knocking out Rosenstruck anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, you're not able to be coached. You don't fucking listen. You don't execute decent technique with anything other than a couple of punches. You're huge. Like, to
enormous.
Me, none of that to me is martial arts. That's Kimbo Slice if Kimbo Slice got into organized fighting sooner. It doesn't do nothing for me, man. It doesn't. Just like when I watch fucking LeBron drop 50 points, I don't care. Because to me, LeBron has no finesse. It's just power. It's raw, run you over type of shit. I'm not intrigued by that. I'd much rather watch fucking Steph Curry drop the same 50 points because it's going to be different. There's going to be a little more, something more skillful that I enjoy watching. Because it's skillful to land a fucking right hand and knock fucking Alistair Overeem into. Of course, you have skill. I'm not disrespecting the man's skill level and his ability to be a pro fighter. But to me, entertainment value-wise, I don't give a fuck to watch a fucking behemoth knock out a fucking regular guy. To me, don't do nothing for me.
Because it's understandable.
Don't do nothing for me.
How
Cyborg. I don't care to watch Cyborg fight women. I don't care. I want to see Cyborg fight guys. That's what would intrigue me more than watching her fight women, especially in Bellator. Are you kidding me? Like, she went to Bellator over there just to beat the shit out of these regular women.
I would like to watch her fight a couple flyweight men.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, but once we cross that path, then there will never be another separation. And then it's just going to get weird from that point. I'd rather it remain men versus men, women versus women. But I'm saying theoretically, Cyborg
I get what
versus
you're
a
saying
woman
because Cyborg is so
does nothing for me.
stacked, just the same way Francis is stacked.
It doesn't do anything for me. And the one woman that can beat her is champion right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, Amanda Nunes is one that I want to watch fight because she's not a fucking gorilla animal like Cyborg, but she cracks bitches. Like that to me is intriguing. That's martial arts to me. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Like there's other things to her game that impress me.
Amanda's,
Like I'm impressed because she's a martial artist. Like Francis is not a martial artist. I shouldn't say that. I have no right to say that. He's not a conventional mixed martial artist the way I perceive a mixed martial artist to be.
But he's grown so much.
He has grown in a very short amount of time. But really, I'm just speaking from entertainment value. I just don't care to watch that kind of an event.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with anything you're saying. It all makes sense. Yeah. But I will say that no matter what, he deserves it for a title. He deserves a title shot.
He does.
And he'll get it.
He is fucking everybody up. That's in the rankings. He's putting everybody out. He got beat by the champ, went back down, knocked out 4 guys straight. And now he's like, yo, I'm back. Like, yeah, you thought I was gone, but I'm back.
And there's some contenders in heavyweight that he still hasn't fought. There's 2 guys he still hasn't fought.
Who?
That I could he hasn't fought Derek Lewis.
Yeah, they fought, but it wasn't a fight. It was a fucking snooze fest.
Oh, you're right.
They fucking walked around the ring for fucking 5 rounds and fucking put him to sleep. Yeah.
You're right, they did fight.
Yeah, they walked around the fucking ring. They straight up walked around the ring like they were social distancing.
But he didn't fight.
They COVID fought. They were fucking 6 feet away.
He fought Curtis Blades?
Curtis Blades is a light heavyweight, isn't he? I don't think Curtis Blades is a heavyweight.
So then the 2 fighters I'm thinking about are
Is he a heavyweight? Maybe he's a heavyweight.
RNA? You might be right. Maybe light heavyweight. He's like a shorter guy.
He's a little leaner than I think for a heavyweight. He's pretty tall, but I think he's a
260. 260 heavyweight.
He is, huh? Did Francis already knock him out?
Don't you ever fucking
look up Francis's record, man?
Let's look up.
Because I'm curious. He has knocked a whole bunch of people out. Knocked out so many, he knocked them out of my head. I forgot how many people he slept. He's knocked out everybody. He's terrifying. He's fought
Blades twice.
Beat him both times, knocked him out both times.
I didn't fucking even know. Never mind. Almost fucking.
There's nobody left.
Yeah, there's nobody left.
He's just laying waste to the entire division. And to me, it's like that shit frustrates me. It really does. And I'm not a fan of somebody stepping into the game fucking 5 years in and knocking everybody out. Like that to me is like, it discredits. I feel like I shouldn't because I don't even know what I think anymore. I got to sit back and fucking marinate on this overnight because I don't enjoy watching Francis win. I got to tell you that. I really don't. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it, man. I can't, I don't know what it is.
That's it.
Maybe it's like the Napoleon in me. Maybe it's some Napoleon fucking.
I'm not going to let you talk about Francis like this anymore. We're going to wrap this up.
All right, man. Yeah, we got to wrap.
Yeah. Anything you want to say? We
didn't even get to the main event.
Okay, we can talk about it real quick. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Who the fuck's fighting in the main event again?
Dude, I'm
more concerned about Tony Ferguson and Charles Oliveira than I am of
dude, the truth is I really fucking don't know. I did know it at one point, I just don't know it now. I'm so tired.
What card is this?
I'm so tired that I'm not even thinking straight right now.
Oh, that's right. It's Figueiredo and Moreno.
Yeah, the dudes who just fucking fought
turned around super
3
quick.
weeks ago.
I hope Brandon Moreno wins, man.
Yeah, me too.
I hope he wins, man. I mean, Figueiredo's had a hell of a run. He's really, really cracked a lot of guys. He's got so much power for that division. Jesus Christ. Yeah. His jiu-jitsu is fucking terrifying.
I think if he's not the favorite, I think he should be. I think if you would ask me who would I put money on, I put it on Figueiredo.
Yeah, he might sleep Brandon Moreno. He might knock him out.
Yeah, I'd put my money on Figueiredo, but I would like him to lose.
Moreno's young and unorthodox. It's going to be a tough fight, but yeah, I think Figueiredo takes it back and chokes him.
What's the call? What round?
I say it'll take him a couple rounds. I say the third, early
he
third.
stops him. I feel
Early
like,
third, he chokes him.
I feel like Figueiredo stops him with punches.
Could
in
be
a second.
Could be, man. I mean,
my
it's
call.
interesting. I rewatched Charles Oliveira and Kevin Lee. God damn it, Charles Oliveira's fucking jiu-jitsu is amazing, bro. To watch it, how he's controlling him and just kept putting him in his De La Hiva and taking his leg and pulling it over to the other side while Kevin Lee was trying to pass. Rewatch that.
What happened to Kevin Lee? Why hasn't he fought? What if he's hurt?
Nah, he's fought, but he just keeps losing. Like he got that big head kick against Gregor Gillespie, and then he lost to Charles Oliveira. Did he lose to Tony Ferguson after that? No, I think that fight was after Tony Ferguson, the win that he got with the head kick. But he got choked out by Charles Oliveira. He got freaking guillotine choked by Charles Oliveira and taps out. And then when Charles Oliveira lets him go,
He shoots it for
he tries to take his back. And he's talking about, I didn't tap. I was like, dude, you tapped like 12 times.
Yeah.
You weren't knocked out. It's not like you forgot. You just did some weird shit. Like
I want to see he keeps win losing because he fought. Oh my god, I fucking can't.
Tony
think
Ferguson?
Of it. No, before he fucking fought Tony Ferguson, he fought, or maybe after he fought Tony Ferguson, he fought.
Did he fight Pettis?
No, the Brazilian dude with the kicker. What's his name?
Edson Barboza.
He fought Edson Barboza. He won that fight.
Yeah, after he got chicken dance kicked.
Yeah, he won that fight after being knocked out on his feet.
He did a
in the second round.
I remember his hand going on like this. Remember?
He fought Barboza.
Hit that fucking rumba real quick.
He fought Barboza. You got that coffee. That's why you're feeling that way. I'm over here slumped.
Yeah, I'm fucking electrical right now. When I get home, bro, I'm not going to sleep at all.
Me and you are on the opposite ends of the spectrum
My girl's
right
gonna
now.
be like, what are you doing? Like, go to sleep.
He fought Barboza.
Did he win that fight?
Yeah, he won that fight.
Okay.
And I want to say he won the fight after that one, which would have been
That was the Gregor Gillespie head kick.
the Gillespie fight. Then he fought Charles Oliveira.
And he lost to Charles Oliveira.
And then he lost.
I think when he gets the big fight, he loses. That's what sucks, man.
Yeah.
He gets the big fight and he loses. I think the move to Firas Zahabi's camp was amazing for him.
Yes, 100%.
I think that was great for him.
Yeah. And that was after the Kukui fight.
Yes, that was right after that one.
Yeah.
Right
so he
after
came back, fought Barboza, won that fight, looked great. Next fight comes around, head kick, looks great. Then he gets fucking, was it triangle?
Against who?
Against Charles Oliveira?
No, guillotine.
Guillotine.
Yeah, guillotine.
Then he gets guillotined by Charles Oliveira. And then nobody's seen him since.
Who's your pick for Ferguson Oliveira before we go?
Ferguson has to win this fight.
I can't believe it's 3 rounds.
He has to win this fight.
It's 3 rounds.
That's why it's really gonna be hard to tell. He has to win this fight.
I think this fight I think it's gonna be Tony.
He has to win
do or
this
die for
fight.
him.
Yes.
It's do or die for him especially because Conor's back now. If he doesn't win this fight, he's like, I think he might be out of title contention for a while.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to be talking about Poirier and Conor and the winner of that fight. I think right now, as it stands, he might have been ready to fight Michael Chandler soon. I think what they're going to do is Michael Chandler. And
I don't even want to fucking hear that fucking guy's name.
Michael Chandler?
Yeah.
So he's going to fuck shit up when he comes.
Who's going to fight?
He's probably going to fight Tony, bro.
It's like, I don't know. I've been reading things about him being difficult and like not taking fights.
In the UFC?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, and not.
I mean, how difficult could he be? The man flew to fucking Abu Dhabi and cut weight to be a backup for a fucking, but that was for a title fight.
Yeah, but he had a fight. I think didn't he have a fight offer? Wasn't he supposed to fight?
That was the only one so far. The only one that he was actually booked.
I don't want to say anything because I read something about him and I don't want to speak. I don't want to
speak out of turn or something.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be wrong.
I'm just super interested in watching what he's the first guy coming from Bellator that I really was like, this guy is different.
I said that about Ben Askren.
I knew Ben Askren was going to come over here and fucking suck the fattest dick as soon as he got over to
I still don't think he will. I think he was dealt a bad hand.
Bro, Robbie Lawler hadn't fought in how fucking long?
Stop it, bro. He won that fight.
Bro.
He won that fight.
Bro, he won the fight, but god damn it, he got fucking mangled in the
People
first
get
fucking
mangled like that fucking in the first round.
Yo, but for that to be your intro to the UFC, I'm undefeated. Yo, his whole campaign was, I haven't been hit in my last 13 fights.
Yeah, and Robbie Lawler comes out like a fucking bat out of hell. Lawler
fucking cracks
slams this motherfucker.
Dumps him on his head.
Slams him.
You remember when he was on his back punching him?
Yes, bro.
This way?
Yeah, dude, that fight could have got stopped.
That fight should have been stopped right there.
Could have been.
It should have been stopped.
Could have been stopped.
But he's got lead in his fucking brain, and the only thing that puts that lead out is a fucking knee to the fucking skull. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and then he comes back and then he gets choked out.
Think about those 3 fights right there.
He gets choked out.
Damian Maia was first. I think he retired after Masvidal. No,
with a fucking Was
Masvidal first or Damian Maia?
No, it was Masvidal then Damian Maia. Damian Maia was his last fight.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, and those
under the chin, bro. He gets under the rear naked. Was a rear naked choke, right?
Yes. One of those guys was cream of the crop UFC prime career.
No,
one guy,
stop
Jorge
it.
Masvidal.
Stop it, bro.
Robbie Lawler's in his prime?
No, Damian Maia.
Damian Maia is in his prime? Damian Maia's like 43.
Damian Maia's not in his prime, but you know what that matchup was about. It was about one of the best grapplers versus one of the best grapplers. One of the best. It was like these guys are going to get to the ground, and who knows what's going to happen.
And Damian Maia could have butt fucked him if he wanted.
Way, bro.
Are you kidding me?
No fucking way.
Bro, he took his back like he was his little son's son.
No, bro.
What are you talking about?
No. I don't remember the transition that ended up getting him on his back, but I don't think it went that way at all.
Bro, this was. And you're talking about Damian Maia, who's a guy that has a lot of trouble with good wrestlers. You remember him trying to take Woodley down? Yo, he shot on Woodley, I think it was like a record like 24 times, and Woodley stuffed every single takedown.
And you think that, well, they're different weight classes, so it doesn't matter.
But like what I'm saying is, Ben Askren is supposed to be the best fucking wrestler in the fucking world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, given he did get to Robbie's back pretty quick. Like, he was on Robbie's back, but then Robbie just is a fucking animal and just picked him up and almost threw him into the fucking third row. That's just like brute power. And it was that early in the fight. Yeah. First 10 seconds of a fight.
Dude, that's it. That's all Robbie had.
Robbie beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's
Robbie beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But then he did get choked. But he did beat the shit out of him, and I do believe he went out for a second. I don't think that was a bad stoppage. I think he went out. But anyway, my whole point is Ben Askren came in, got fucked up by Robbie Lawler, pulled out a bulldog choke, came in, got knocked out in a fucking record time by George Masvidal, then comes in again and gets choked out by Damian Maia. So welcome to the big leagues, Papi. Go squeeze some more watermelons.
So you're more excited about Michael Chandler coming to the UFC than you were about Ben Askren?
I knew Ben Askren was going to get dealt the fucking business when he got
You know what? I hope Michael Chandler gets fucking knocked out, whoever the fuck he fights first.
I don't see him
just
getting
so that
knocked
you
out,
don't.
It's possible.
And it's only I only want this to happen so that I can say, "What's up with your boy?" So I can hit you up there. What's up with your mans?
Yo,
still excited?
Michael Chandler is a fucking legit animal, bro. I think he's different. I think he's going to be different.
Yeah, but you know what? You may not have thought about that about Ben Askren, but a lot of people did. A lot of people thought that he was going to come over and do well as well.
Yeah, but
people said the same thing that you're saying about Michael Chandler about Ben Askren. People said it.
I've watched a ton of Ben Askren's fights prior, and I was not impressed at all. I was like, this isn't going to play in the UFC.
He does this weird thing where he paws at people
and just dive on somebody's foot, and nobody's fucking eating your face with fucking knees. Like, I just didn't see that. I'm like, UFC guys, low-level guys are going to combat this style of fighting. Like, he would literally just dive down, like jackknife, bent over at the waist, grab your fucking heel, and then just like suck your leg up and just fucking drag you to the ground. It's like,
I would see him do this thing where he's like pawing at people at the back, like trying to get your neck. And I'm like, no one's knocked this dude out. But all I'm saying is that just like you're excited about Michael Chandler, many people were excited about Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen?
We got to wrap this.
That's it. Masters of None, episode 10.
Here's a big episode. It's a milestone episode. 10. First 10. Top 10. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. We out.
How do you say 10 in, you know any 10s in any other languages?
Yes.